had to do this video because this started writing backwards on YouTube when I was trying to respond to my spiritual roundtable that I just uploaded, the second one that we just had on October 31st. I wanted to respond because my volume works, and I'm going to show everyone that in just a moment. And I think it's odd that the machine is shutting me down. And look at this. Look. It starts writing backwards. So what it did is it put the person's handle backwards, and then, you know, I can write and it goes out from the right to the left. Now watch, I'm going to type. I can only type with one hand, so it's going to be slow. Backwards, remember when backwards recordings, like the voice recordings. Sorry, I can't see the keyboard while I'm typing. And that noise in the background is my fountain. I installed a fountain in my house because I need more of the negative ions. Backwards recording was considered demonic, you know? I don't know if you guys remember that. I can't spell with one hand. I'm trying to see the keyboard, and my camera's in the way, so demonic. And that doesn't say what you think it says right there. It says backwards writing is this. Like, this is backwards writing. I did that purposefully backwards, but you see how it's typing from this side. So I typed that backwards just to, you know, for jokes, but this is what it's doing. It's like it put the person's name, instead of putting it over here, it put it over here and began typing from the right to the left, which is actually the correct way. But the artificial intelligence is now taking over. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and this is how weird it is. Okay, so it stopped my video when I just received a phone call. And I had to decline it. It was Spectrum, but I don't want to talk to them right now. And so I have posted in the comments section, you know, what's happening. I just uploaded this comment, and the comment was writing backwards. So I'm going to try it again to see if it doesn't. You know, of course, they interrupt my video when I'm trying to show people that this thing was actually like typing backwards. It was typing from the right to the left, which is actually the correct way. We actually write. It's not scribing, it's writing. Writing is speaking rites. It's creating rituals. That's what rites are. And so a ritual means that you're casting spells when you're writing this stuff. And since we start with the left, we are starting at the left-hand path and going to the right. You know, this is what they talk about in magic, black magic, and any magic. You have the left-hand path, which is the path of darkness, and you have the right-hand path, which is the path of light or goodness. And so I was trying to respond to this person, and now where did the response go? Oh my gosh. Okay, I've got to go find it now. Look, I was replying. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm glad I caught part of that on video, because even my reply is not here now. Do you see this? Do y'all see this now? I just caught part of what I was talking about on video. But what I was saying about all of this is This is a Saturnian cube. This entire screen is a Saturnian cube. It's in a cube shape, okay? Anything, even if it's as flat as this screen. If it's a square or a rectangle, it's a cube. That's cube shape. Saturn is cube shaped, so is Earth. It means that we're locked in time and space. That's what a cube is. It locks you into time and space. It is not, is it a soul trap? Yes, in a way, but we volunteer supposedly to come here and have these experiences. But this little ditty was typing from the right to the left when I tried to respond to this person. And now my response isn't there. Y'all see that? I hit reply. Oh my gosh, it wasn't recording because the person called me on the phone. And let me see if it's gonna, yeah, it's right. Look. This is what it's doing. I am not even kidding. See, I just hit reply. This thing popped up. Now, what happens is, I can type, but it'll start typing from the right to the left. And perhaps the machine knows that that would be correct, that it would not actually be backwards. The backwards writing is writing from the left to the right. If you go around and look at other cultures, they used to, back during the Golden Age, they would write from the right to the left. So, that was the thing. That, when they talk about how Leonardo da Vinci was writing backwards, he wasn't writing backwards. He was actually writing the correct way. A lot of documents were like that. But at least from what I had heard. And then when they keep interrupting me. It's Spectrum. They keep trying to call me back because I'm about to question them on why they raised their rates on me. And there's no explanation of it. I just get another bill that has a higher rate. Anyway, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when I was younger, we used to hear backwards recording, like voice recordings of people speaking backwards, or in songs they would speak backwards and put it in the song. Well, they used to say that was, of the devil. That was of evil. I don't know, but it's curious to me that now, this thing is like doing stuff backwards. Anyway, watch what it does. I'm going to have to type with one hand. Oh my gosh, it's writing backwards completely now, look. But it's putting it the right way. I'm hoping that AI will be our friend in the beginning. It is my belief that the age of Aquarius is truly going to challenge us towards the end of the age, because no one's talking about the Rothschilds going down. Nobody's talking about Bill Gates going down. And all these other people, they're hiding somewhere in time and space, because that's what they're using as the technology to move around in our world. They are hiding from us by this means, and it is hard to find someone in time and space when you have abilities to mobilize you throughout time and space. It's just like Loki. You got to go watch the series Loki that is on Disney Plus. Find somebody that can tell you about it, because it's all about time travel. It's what they're doing. That's what they created CERN for. When you're spinning these particles in opposite directions, you're starting to create a vortex energy field that will then open up a gate for you to go through. It's part of that. Remember that what they said about the ring within a ring, or a sphere within a sphere? That's exactly what they're talking about. They were talking about I don't know if it was the Elohim. I'll have to go back and find Ezekiel's wheel. It's somewhere where it says that there's a ring within a ring, or a circle within a circle, and they spin. That's CERN, y'all. Anyway, okay, so I was going to finish typing this. I want y'all to see what it does when I hit reply, and see if it disappears again. I will upload the video again. This is what I'm trying to say, but I have a camera in front of my face. Look, it's writing backwards. This is writing. I'm going to say what it is. Backwards. It didn't say scribing, y'all. Writing is not scribing. It's writing backwards. All right, I'm going to upload this video. Now watch. Watch when I hit reply. Let's see if it's still there, if the comment stays there. So what I was saying too is that what I'm learning about our world, they use the copper in the air for the wires. We don't need all this technology. We don't. They have known for a long time that the copper carries the negative frequency of the earth, okay? They basically gave the demons a way to travel through earth across these electrical lines. They can't do it through the solid matter, but they can do it through the copper, which is metal. And I'm learning a lot about alchemy right now. I'm trying to do these decodes. I've been getting downloads daily. I can't stop what's happening right now. My ears were ringing for over a week, and this morning it wasn't. It's giving me a break because it knows that, you know, I'm starting to feel a little worn out from all of the downloads and trying to get it all out of my mind and into a substance, you know, that I can then build upon to retain the memories, because it's just so much information and so much dot connecting. I'm trying to put together my PowerPoint presentation to contact Rex Bear, and I want to contact Billy Carson as well, because it's very, very important to get the message out to as many people as possible. This stuff that's coming to me, because it's just connecting dots for people to see, and it involves Egypt, and it involves Freemasonry, it involves all kinds of things. So what I was saying though is that the entities can travel through the copper, which is a negative charge. It is negative. It is a feminine charge, which is darkness, which is yin. And it's the copper itself is not evil. What it is it allows the darkness to come through it. And that is why we have Saturnian cubes. This is a Saturnian cube. This is a black mirror. It defines the future. You know, you can do divination with it. You can look into the future. You can look into the past. It is a black mirror. And then also your phone and your TV is the same. But so those entities that they've summoned into this world, they've created a means for them to come through the copper. The copper was important to put into the air so that they can travel through that means and into our world. That's what all of this is, and I'm just trying to get this out into the minds of the people so they can, you know, have this seed at least in their consciousness. They may not believe me right now, but in the future, absolutely, we're going to see the evidence of it. I mean, this is coming out of me, and I've got to share this. It's very important information. But I'm going to hit reply. You saw that it was writing backwards. Okay, it looks like it's here. That's what it did before. Now I'm going to close this box, and we're going to see if it actually saved it. I actually, you know, was being ridiculous and writing some of the words backwards, because I was like, wow, look at this. It's actually writing backwards. And I was going to put it backwards, but I'm just going to go ahead and close this. And then watch. My video plays, y'all, with the sound.
I have actually seen strange things in people. I have some people who have had some problems, addictions, and things like that come to visit me for hypnosis.
This is my upload. And my video is playing properly.
Complain about having physical problems, like they have stomach pains, or they have back pains, or they have
that is
usually in the lower
information
extremities
from getting
is
out.
where they have a medical condition that no doctor.
Tell me that's not weird. Okay, tell me it's not weird. I'm going to go ahead and upload this video because this one's a little bit shorter. This other video is 3 hours long. So, you know, it takes a while to upload. So I left it last night for it to just do its thing while I went to bed, and maybe the computer went to sleep while it was still trying to process. The screen actually will still stay on. They keep interrupting me, y'all. They keep calling my phone, and I'm tired of it. So it's Spectrum, and I can't talk to them right now while I'm trying to make this video. Anyway, I was trying to upload the video last night, and it, you know, was going to be so long that I went to bed. And the computer usually stays on until it's done processing, but perhaps it shut down before it was completely finished processing. I don't know. But as you can see, if it had done that, I wouldn't have the sound on my machine as well. Like, it would not be on my screen. It would have cut it off as well. So there's something else that's stopping it from being viewed properly. And I don't know what that is. I'll go get the sage and we'll see what happens. Hold on one second. Okay, here's my sage. I'm just got some little leaves. And I'm going to bring in the goodness. Bring in the light, cast out the darkness. Darkness out of my sight. Bring in the light. You can state anything, just state it with intention, you know, with your countenance. So, one more time. It needs to be 3. So, all right. Breathe in that prana. All right. I love the smell of that sage. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and upload this video. I got to just edit it real quick and upload it so that you can see. But again, my video works.
This may also
just so you know. And yeah, a high strangeness is taking over our world. Please be mindful. Arm yourselves with knowledge. This is what we need right now. We need the knowledge to thwart the darkness that is coming into our world unbeknownst to us. It is, these machines have been used and created. They actually, somebody said they have sigils inside the circuits. I have not opened up this one, but I do have an older computer. Perhaps I could crack that one open and look. They're supposed to be like carved on top of some of the circuit boards, or, you know, inside the circuitry somewhere. They are doing this to summon the damned, pretty much. They're demons. They're from Yggdrasil. They are from hell, you know. This Yggdrasil Norse cosmology, I'm telling you, it's the truth of our world. And if you're interested in knowing about hell and the Nephilim and all that, it's all there. So check it out. I implore people, please, if you're curious, go and find out more information. You will, you know, it'll bend and blow your mind, because the mythologies of the world are the truths of the world that they've been trying to cover up. And I'm just throwing that out there. But yes, okay, so enough of my rambling. I'm going to get this uploaded and you guys can see what's been happening to me. Okay, I just had to include this in my video. This, trying to respond to her, look at what it does. Okay, it's writing backwards. I don't know where she is. I'm going to ask her. I don't know how I'm going to ask her, because I just responded to someone else and it wrote right. So, I mean, you know, it put it up in the comments, but it won't put hers up in the comments. Watch this. Watch. I'm just going to do it live so that everybody can see this. I'm going to ask her just to try again. Look at this. Look at how it's spelling backwards. I've got to get this on video because people wouldn't believe me. This is the kind of stuff that happens. See where it just put the period? And I'm going to write the term right the correct way. It is spelled like this because we're performing a ritual when we're doing these things. Watch. This is the kind of stuff, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, the entities are in the machine, and it could be that her artificial intelligence, wherever she is, if she's in another country, perhaps it's causing this. I'm not sure. I mean, but I'm telling people, this has also allowed entities to come through. Like these black boxes allow the entities access into our world physically, so that they can have, instead of having a living body, because not everybody is on, that lower level in their mind, they prepped us with this Saturnian cube that they could then travel through, because Saturn rules the darkness, and this is a cube. So when you learn about what each planet represents and the energy it represents, Aquarius is dominated by Saturn's energy. Why do we have so much Saturnian energy in our world right now? It's because we're being dominated by Saturn. And there's a question of whether we're actually in the age of Aquarius or the age of Capricorn, because one of my friends online, she's one of my subscribers, she was stating how the Vedic astrology and astronomy and astrotheology is saying that we're completely off with our calendars. And we know this, we know that there's something wrong about even our monthly calendar, about the days of the week, about, the calendar, the great wheel of time. Now, I don't know what might be missing, but something is way off. But the thing that doesn't resonate with me is that I'm supposed to be double Capricorn. I looked up the energy of that. I'm like, that is not me, not by any means. I am totally Aquarius, because my mind is going off the charts right now, and I can't stay out of my head. I am very much, I feel, an air sign, because I am very lofty. I'm grounded but yet lofty, because I have a fixed air sign. With being Aquarius, I'm fixed and I'm immutable. So I am grounded in a sense, but yet I'm also full of ideas. I'm full of all kinds of things, and I'm always thinking of new ways to do things and how things connect. Anyway, I'm getting off on the subject of what we're looking at here. Sorry about that. That's just my Aquarian ways. One trail leads to another, but I was confused by all of this. So I want to go ahead and finish this now, and then I'm going to show you how, again, it will not save her comment for whatever reason, but I'll go find the other comment that I just did to someone else. They apparently could hear this. So, what is happening? I don't know, but I think a lot of censorship is going on right now between the nations. And this is just the beginning of the realization that we're in a great war. And it's a war for the consciousness of people. And so I completely acknowledge what this is, and I do not consent. Again, I take my crystal out sometimes and I'll go, I do not consent, and I'll make my golden rings of light as I hold my breath and then negate the energy of this. I've actually had to break some other energy from some other things, in my world, because I'm like, oh, no. I just break that psychic attachment, break any attacks, that nature, that's in the Marcel Vogel stuff, which I'm also trying to get done. I am so busy with things that don't bring me any kind of money that, I'm pouring my entire consciousness into getting the information out to people. And it takes up a lot. It takes up most of my time. I'll go ahead and say it, that it takes up most of my time. And I still need to stay grounded in the 3D plane, because, obviously I'm going to need money to survive in this world. So I'm trying to come up with concepts too of things, products or some services or some other things that I can put out to people that are quite affordable, and, trying to get some means of expression of income into my world for finances, because, if I keep going down the current trail that I'm going, I'm getting paid few and far between, because I'm not Dolores Cannon, I'm not popular or famous or anything, but I have my hypnosis as an offer to people who need it, and can do those services online, because I feel it's more compelling to get the help to the people than to stand on an agreement that I made. And I'm like, I've already taken another class of hypnosis, It wasn't just Dolores Cannon's. I don't really advertise. So it is what it is. But anyway, I'm trying to come up with ways to help people that, you know, maybe I can get a little bit of money for, and then also have some products of my own that I'm not paying a third party for. But there are some other ideas that I have, and I've got to focus on that. But right now, I'm just so focused on getting out all of this information on events that are happening and what people can, you know, try to be aware of. That's really all that's at the forefront of my being right now, is to help with this Great Awakening. It is my passion, and that's why I pour so much time into it. If you guys only knew the things that I do to try to get stuff out. Anyway, I'm not someone who toots my own horn by any means. I don't like boasting about anything, but I am trying to save humanity, which is another aspect of Aquarius. Aquarius is very humanitarian, and they really want to save the world. Go look it up, and that's how I feel. So if I seem extreme sometimes, it's because I feel the passion of the energy inside of me to scream. If I could stand on the top of the world and yell out to everybody with a big bullhorn, that would be me. Just to get it all out at once and be like, hey, everybody, wake up. It's time to look in the proper direction. That's how I feel. So that's why I do what I do, and I have the personality that I have. All right, let's finish this up. I want you guys to see this. I'm sorry I'm rambling because I'm so over the top this morning with this like weird high strangeness, y'all. High strangeness. And it's only doing it with this person. I responded to someone else's thing and it was fine. So let me see. I want to see if she can actually hear. I keep going there and checking it out. Okay, oh, let me see. Now, it might be putting it up here, my responses, but look, I'm responding to this one. I'm going to do this again. It's writing backwards now. I'm uploading this another video is what I want to say. Video while I record this. Typing with one hand, y'all. It's not the fastest. Look, it puts the period at the end until I hit space. Watch. I'll hit space. Watch this. Oh no, it's still at the end. Here. What? Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Y'all gotta see this. I'm laughing because I'm just like, oh my gosh, people. It's not me. I'm telling you. I may seem like I'm crazy, but I'm really just trying to get the truth out about what's happening in my world. Okay, now watch. Okay, so notice how I can't. Okay, I must have that other. Oh, okay, I've slid the space bar. You have to go over here. It's so frustrating. You have to slide the bottom space bar back and forth. Otherwise, you won't see the extra bar. See how it doesn't show up here? To where I can slide down to click the button fully. You have to slide this down and, oh, it's not doing it now, I guess. Here, look. There's another space bar that pops up, and I had to figure that out on my own because I was like, what in the world? I tried to respond to people and I couldn't hit the reply button, and I was getting so frustrated. That was months back, but just to show y'all the insanity that they're creating for our world. I truly just want to go retire somewhere in a stone village in the mountains, or somewhere where it looks like an elven land, in an elven world, where there are buildings that are elvish. That's another thing I'm going to show you guys again. Those archways with the point at the top are Vesica Pisces. And I believe that they're all tied to the elder or elven race, because every single movie that has the elves, they dwell in a world that has those archways that have the point at the top, the thing that they call Gothic. Like, it's not Gothic, y'all, it's something else. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and hit reply. Watch this. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, it showed up. Now watch this. All right, I'm gonna go up here. We're gonna click this off. Now we're gonna go find it again. Let's go see. See if it's there. Now look, Where is my response going? Okay, it must be going right here to this response. Look, but it's not responding to this one. Do you see how it's doing that? That's why I say sometimes, y'all, I cannot find my comments. And I'm going to do another video when I'm starting to have problems trying to find the comments because they're all over the place. Look at where it... Look at what it's doing. I'm like, what in the world is happening here? Now see here, I can't scroll all the way. You see what it does? I mean, I can't scroll all the way down to see what's beneath here. So what you have to do is you have to go find this little bar, slide that to the right, then you find this other space bar thing. Not space bar, but sliding bar. Look, okay, so there it is. Now you saw, I'm so glad I got this on camera. I'm so glad I got, because look, it's putting it the right way. Oh yeah, you see this? Y'all would have thought that I was insane, but no, I'm showing you this right now. Okay, so it is responding and it's putting it properly. Wow, okay, I'm gonna put this in. You gotta see this. I am not crazy. It is doing stuff. And again, my video works. So I'm going to leave it as it is because it takes so long to upload. You guys tell me if there's anything wrong, okay? Please,
through
by all
means
means.
of hypnosis, by
Thank you.
speaking
And you
with
guys
those
have a
body
good one.
parts